This winter just will not quit. We're heading into the coldest temperatures we've seen so far. The Hudson River is nearly frozen solid where I live, and today I'm racing to add insulation and tarps to my palms before this next blast hits. Inside, my citrus has decided to develop scale because apparently everyone is stressed. And at the end, a very Shakespeare-inspired soap opera about cold, power, and survival. Yes, with palm trees. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. It is February, and what a difference it has made. I mean, look at this. January it was so cold, and now February is hit, and I'm just looking at all the greenery. It's actually just like a miracle occurred. Anyway, watch this. And now we're in reality. But I thought we would visit non-reality for just a little bit and see how fun it would be if that really was February here. But it's not. It's actually freezing cold out here. It is, I think it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit right now. But it is sunny, and it actually feels kind of good in the sun. And I wanted to see if I could do this on video and play a little trick. I should have saved that for April Fools, but hopefully by April, it's going to be really nice out here, unlike right now. The sun is great. It's like blinding me right now, but we still got plenty of snow here. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside and reconnect with this video a little bit later because it's a little cold out here. Well, I went inside to film, and the parrots were being so loud, screaming, wanting me to pick them up, that I said, okay, I'm going outside, but I'm putting a coat on. So now I'm in the front yard, and you can see the snow is here to stay for a while. Our temperatures are so cold, it's not melting. I mean, it's melted a little bit, but hardly anything to speak of. So yeah, I'm stuck with snow for a while. And that can be good because it is insulated around things. And I'm looking at my agave structures right here, and the snow is really piled up against them. I'm going to show you that. And hopefully I got enough snow off the top to check on them, and they are just fine so far, unless there's damage I just don't know about. You just never know. I'm really nervous about the palm trees, and I'm really nervous about the Trachycarpus. That's going to be a wait and see, and I'm going to find out that pretty soon, because in probably 4 weeks I'm going to be opening up the Trachycarpus, unless this dreaded winter that we are having here in New York continues on and on and on. In fact, this weekend we might hit the lowest temperature that we've hit so far. So not even fingers crossed. That's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, no, I don't want these low temperatures. But typically, as I've said before, this is the worst time of the year for cold. So hopefully, maybe we're back to normal after this weekend. I hope, maybe. I don't see any snow in the forecast, just some flurries. That's good, because we don't need any more snow at all. This week, I am going to take you through some plants on the inside, some plants on the outside, and talk about some future things I want to do. And I'm also really excited about my soap opera this week, because every week I finish my soap opera and I finish this video and put it on YouTube and load it up. And I always think, I am not inspired at all for next week's soap opera. What will I possibly do? And it's always so funny how all of a sudden an idea will just like spring in my head, and I'll be like, oh, I'm doing that. And it all just comes into play. And then if anything, if I had the time, the soap opera would be longer and longer and longer. I could easily put together a 30-minute one if I had the time. I just don't have the time. But thank you everybody for commenting. You know I love corresponding with you. It's really great to get to know all of you, whether you're corresponding with me on YouTube or Instagram or text or email. I really, really enjoyed it. It's so much fun. I feel like I have so many friends all across the world right now, and it is a joy speaking with you every week, and you all check in with me, and it's so much fun. And I know what's going on in your gardens, in your world, and I feel like we're all just friends, even though most of us haven't even met each other. But it's really, really fun. And please like and subscribe as always. And let's get started and go right into everything. This is the temperature inside my Chilean Wine Palm. I'm not happy about that at all. And even though it's beautiful out this morning with the sunrise and the ice all over the river, I realize I need to do something about the Chilean Wine Palm. The Coast Guard is now constantly, that's the boat in front, breaking up the ice so that other boats can get through because the ice is getting so thick. So while the boats are out there banging through the ice, I need to add some insulation onto my Chilean Wine Palm hybrid. It's staying too cold with all the polycarbonate on the outside. It's just too much with it being minus 10 Fahrenheit tonight. That's a little too much for this. So it probably would be fine, but I have the time. I'm gonna help it out a little bit. So I have put insulation around, which is not the ideal way to do this at all, but I don't have a truck. I would need some more foam board. So next year I want to get foam board that I can easily put on, which I did this in the past when it was smaller, but it's too big now. So that way I need 2 big 4x8 panels that I can just put right over top of this if it's dropping below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I think it's a little bit better. I feel better about it tonight, getting it through the next week, which has some very low temperatures. And I think it's just going to stay like that for a week as the moon is coming up. And we drop tonight to our lowest temperature this year so far as the Hudson River continues to ice over. It worked. That is a much better temperature for the inside of the Chilean Wine Palm. So now I can relax about that one a little bit, even though I'm very worried about some of my other ones. This is the most ice I have ever seen on the river. There's still a couple of pockets of water because the Coast Guard keeps breaking it up, but it's almost gone. Of course, the train is going by because I'm videoing. But tomorrow, after minus 10 tonight, it might be all the way across, no issue with ice. They used to walk across this water, or walk across the ice. They did not walk across the water, but walk across the ice long ago. I've seen pictures of it. I'll try to put them on here. And but that may actually happen after this week. Last week, I did not get to these 2 Trachycarpus when Jesus and I were panicking about the ones down by the pool. So I'm going to tackle them today by myself. If I have enough tarps, I have to find, and I thought I didn't have enough tarps last week as well, but I do think I have enough to just get over the top and maybe help the crown get through this. I'm not feeling really good about the Trachycarpus right now, just because I looked on the weather forecast and we're supposed to be minus 6 Fahrenheit again this Saturday. Granted, last week it did not go that low. It hit, I think, 0 or -1. I can't even remember. It did not go as low, so that was thank goodness. But now we have another chance. And this morning it was -1 last night. So I think it's doing the same thing tonight. While I'm out here, and because it's sunny, I opened up the olives, and it's really nice and warm in here because it's got the plastic on the outside. So they seem to be doing just fine. Not worried about them. I'm going to let them breathe a little bit while I'm out here. Well, I'm up on the ladder again, and I am putting tarps on the 2 Trachycarpus I haven't done. I got that one on. It's kind of a makeshift tarp around, but I figure at this point, anything that I can do to help these poor palm trees through this brutal weather. It's oddly, kind of weirdly warm in the sun out here, even though it's freezing cold. It actually feels good. I think it's just because, like when you ski, the sun is reflecting off the snow upon me. So maybe I'm getting a tan, maybe. But my lips are so frozen, it's kind of hard to talk out here. It is really, really cold, but it feels good to be outside. Okay, both are done. It was not fun because the snow is so heavy, and then I lost a pair of scissors somewhere in these snow banks. I will find the scissors in the spring after the snow melts, but I searched all over, and they just dove in somewhere, so who knows. Hopefully this will help a little bit. We will see. I'm just trying to get these poor plants through the winter. It's cold, but it's very, very pretty. I am in the kitchen, and I just noticed that one of my plants that was way in the back, one of my unknown citrus, because I throw seeds and everything and then I don't know what they are, has scale on it, citrus scale. So I'm trying to zoom in where you can see these bumps. And sometimes they're really hard to notice. And this in the window oddly was. So I'm taking alcohol and a Q-tip, and I'm going to rub it off, get rid of it, and then spray it down. Hate bugs. So I was probably late in noticing them on this plant, but I will say with scale, if you get it off, you can usually get the plant to survive. I've always had success with scale. It's much easier to get rid of than mealybugs because you can scrape them off, and now for the most part, I think I've gotten a lot of them. I'm gonna go over it one more time, but and then I'm gonna spray it down. But yeah, I don't like bugs at all, but I'm using this rubbing alcohol, and hopefully, and if you see these almost like sugary deposits on the leaves, that's a telltale sign that you've got scale going on. So hopefully I will get this cured here on this unknown citrus plant. The fun of winter. Here's some oleander that has gone to seed from the flowering, and it is very easy to germinate, I have found. I'm not going to do it because I really don't need any more oleander right now, but if I had room, I would. Thought I would share some of the pretty scenery driving home today. The sky is blue, the snow is white. It's really pretty if it were just a little bit warmer, but yeah, New York State, a lot of people think when they think New York, they think only of the city and the surrounding area, but New York State is full of forest and mountains, and even this drive is just always spectacular to see here, and I always enjoy driving in New York because there's always something to look at. I'm never bored when I'm driving, and I'm in the car a lot. I think this is the longest my stone pine has ever stayed inside, because I normally keep it outside on nice days, but as you can see out there, there's so much ice on the river that that's not happening right now. I cut away the dead fronds on my indoor tree fern, and Dimmy informed me that I need to take better care of this and give it a lot more water and mist it daily. So I am doing that, but I think it's definitely coming back to life here. Thank you, Dimmy, and hopefully this can go outside in the spring. It is Thursday. It is sunny. I might even just get a chair and sit out here in the sun. It is not warm at all. We are still so below freezing, and it's going to be that way until next week. But I looked at the long-term forecast, and it's actually going to warm above freezing, which I am so happy about. And yes, this weekend, the lowest temperatures of the season we're hitting. It's going to get really low Saturday and Sunday night, but I see some hope in the future, and I hope all of you, my friends, several of you in Europe, one of you is in an ice storm right now in Germany, and another one of you is in France and saying there's crocuses coming up everywhere. So everybody's having different weather right now. I think I'm stuck in the worst of it. The East Coast of the United States is just in, yeah, but I am thankful for the sun. Anyway, the soap opera's coming up. I hope you enjoy it this week. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I will see you next week.
You're watching WGBH2, Boston.
Welcome to Masterpiece Theater.
This Masterpiece Theater presentation is brought to you by River Gin, a member supporting public broadcasting, and by contributions from viewers like you.
Now is the season of treachery. The air itself conspires, and winter comes like a hired blade.
They call the cold an accident, a number, a warning. Fools.
Winter does not wander into a garden like this. It is invited. But I have stood watch before. I do not yield what is mine.
Now is the season, ruled by cold. The river wears its armor openly and dares the land to follow. So too my garden stands, unbowed, unbroken, awaiting its hour.
The cold is not our enemy. It is the test. Let lesser gardens tremble. Let weaker hands retreat. What survives this night was always meant to rule.
Out, cursed mark. Out, I command. Come, you spirits that thrive on resolve. Unmake my mercy. Harden me. Here. This garden will endure. Whatever must be done.
In my country, when the palms are wrapped like this, we assume something has gone terribly wrong. They say the world is warming. Yet here we are, pretending Greenland has moved. They think winter is the story. It is not. Cold only teaches patience. Everything green already knows how this ends. Spring is very good at keeping secrets.
Must I forever walk in white and silence, while snow conspires to mock what I have built? Even the ground itself has turned against me.
These walls were raised for life, not penance. Cold and snow test me past all courtesy. Thou art all ice. Thy kindness freezes.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
Hope is a lover's staff. Walk hence with that, and manage it against despairing thoughts.
Within these walls, does life yet draw its breath? Or have I sealed a tomb with careful hands?
I build to guard, yet still I stand and doubt. If warmth endures, or hope has fled the dark.
Though winter bites and dims the heart with dread, yet seeds keep counsel, warm beneath the frost. From patient dark, the turning light is born, spring comes, and teaches change to breathe again.
Betrayed by forecasts false, betrayed by numbers cold. But mark me, winter, I am not unarmed. Tonight, I keep my vigil.